All right, welcome to the Spirit and Muscle broadcast. I'm Young Gerald, certified personal trainer, and this week's topic is pre-workout nutrition. I'll be talking about what to eat before a workout to maximize performance and recovery. And one choice is actually eating nothing. Alright, welcome back to the Spirit and Muscle broadcast where faith meets fitness. I'm Young Gerald, certified personal trainer, and let's start by defining pre-workout nutrition. We're talking about the meal you consume directly before your resistance training. We're not talking about what you eat before doing low-intensity cardio. That's a different subject altogether. We're talking about what you eat before weight training, where your goal is to build muscle or to maintain muscle while losing fat. You may have heard that nutrition counts for 80% of your progress in the gym. And if that's true, pre-workout nutrition probably accounts for 10 to 20% in just one meal. So if you're serious about making progress in the gym, the importance of your pre-workout nutrition and tracking and monitoring your food intake in general cannot be overstated. And a little later in this video, I'll be sharing with you about a free resource I have that'll help you in that area. So stick with me. There are two purposes of the pre-workout meal. Number one is to fuel your workout. For high-intensity exercise, such as weight training, the primary fuel source of your body is carbs. Sources of carbs include cereal, bread, rice, things like that. There are also liquid carbs like maltodextrin, fructose, and dextrose, things that are found in Gatorade and powdered carb formulas. Your choice of carb sources will depend on how long before training you eat and how fast your body digests food. If you're eating 3 or 4 hours before you work out, you can eat pretty much anything you want and it'll be digested in plenty of time before your workout. But if you only have a couple hours before training, it would be wise to eat something that digests a little faster, like maybe cereal and skim milk or white rice, something like that. Now, if you only have an hour or less before working out, this is where the super fast digesting carbs come into play, like Gatorade or other liquid carbs. The second purpose of the pre-workout meal is to provide the raw materials for muscle growth and repair, namely protein. The idea is to have amino acids present in the bloodstream so the minute you're done training, your body can start the repair process. Ideally, you want a lean, complete protein like lean meat or egg whites or some dairy source of protein. And again, your choice of protein depends largely on when you eat your pre-workout meal in relation to your training. If you're eating 3 to 4 hours before you work out, you can eat pretty much any protein source. If you're eating your pre-workout meal 2 hours before training, you may be fine with chicken or low-fat fish. If you're eating an hour or less before training, a fast digesting protein is a better choice, something like egg whites or whey protein. Now, if you're wondering about dietary fat, fat should be lower pre-workout, especially if you're eating less than 3 hours before training, only because it digests slower and it slows down the digestion of your protein and carbs. If you're eating an hour or less before training, I would avoid fat altogether. Also, very important, you want to make sure you are well hydrated for your workout, meaning drink plenty of water or other fluids at least 1 hour before training, preferably even a little longer. You want your muscles fully hydrated, not just your stomach, and that takes a little time. All right, so what does this look like? If you're eating 2 or 3 hours before working out, depending on how well you digest food, you could have grilled chicken and rice, pasta with fish, maybe a scrambled egg sandwich. How about pancakes with eggs? And if you eat an hour or less before you work out, you could have cereal and a whey protein shake. Or if you're really in a time crunch, you could have a really fast digesting meal with liquid carbs and whey protein. And like I mentioned in the intro, one choice is actually eating nothing at all. So if you're one of those people who work out fasted, maybe you work out super early in the morning, or you do intermittent fasting, or you just prefer working out on an empty stomach, then the meal you have the night before becomes your pre-workout meal. So you don't have to worry about limiting fats or digestion time. Just make sure you have a well-rounded meal with plenty of carbs and protein. And don't forget to drink plenty of water a couple hours before training. And in your case, post-workout nutrition becomes even more important. What does the Bible say about the pre-workout meal? Well, believe it or not, the Bible does address this idea indirectly. The Bible mentions being prepared for battle or preparing for battle 79 times. Do you think this includes being well-nourished beforehand? First Chronicles talks about King David's army, quote, skilled warriors prepared for battle with every type of weapon. So before we engage in our warfare with the weights, we must prepare ourselves physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, including our pre-workout nutrition. Alright, I'm honored that you made it to the end of this video, and as promised, I want to let you know about my free resource called the Spirit and Muscle Calorie Calculator Combo. It comes with an online calorie calculator that tells you how many calories you need to eat each day to lose fat or build muscle. It also comes with the top 5 calorie counting apps, so you can start tracking your food intake and make sure you're eating right for your goals. And it comes with the Spirit and Muscle Glycemic Index Food Guide, with nutritional recommendations and meal planning ideas to help you make healthy food choices. So if you're ready to take your fitness to the next level, you can get all 3 free resources by going to spiritandmuscle.com/calories. That's spiritandmuscle.com/calories. And the link is also in the description. Okay, that is it for this week's Spirit and Muscle broadcast. Click here to check out my top 10 muscle building tips video. Thanks for joining me, and tune in next week for tips on post-workout nutrition. And I'd love to connect with you on social, so I left all those links in the description as well. That's all for now. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.